guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. And on this podcast, I just wanted to come on here and talk about the narcissist revenge Hoover. The narcissist revenge Hoover, when the narcissist hoovers you, a lot of times they hoover you very apologetic, they apologize for hurting you or apologize for maybe not being the perfect partner. But when they hoover you and they apologize for these things, what you will notice is that they will quickly not take accountability for what they apologize for, meaning that, they apologize for something, but they don't want you to bring it up anymore. They want you to leave it in the past. They understand that they played you. They understand that they took advantage of you. They understand that things ended ugly. They understand that you caught them, that you saw things with your own eyes. They understand that. And what a revenge hoover is that the narcissist is seeking revenge on you. And you might be thinking, well, why would they seek revenge on me if they're the ones who discarded me or they're the ones who gave me no choice but to walk away? A lot of times you guys have to think about how the relationship ended. If the narcissist ended it themselves, they're arrogant. They're arrogant people. They're willing to hoover you, even if they're the ones who were in the wrong, even if you might think to yourselves, this person's never going to hoover me because what they did to me is unforgivable. And you'll think to yourself, like, this person's not going to hoover me. But that revenge in them will cause them to hoover you. And the revenge in their mind is things might not be going right in their life. Things might be a little rocky. They might be experiencing something and they're not going to sit here and tell you about it. They're not going to tell you about it. Instead, they're going to seek revenge on you. And this whole time you've been discarded. This whole time you haven't had contact with them, but they will feel as if, whatever is going on in their life, they almost feel like they have someone to, they need to blame it on someone almost. And, whether they're doing this knowingly or unknowingly, what they do is that they contact you. They portray as, someone who is, remorseful. But in actuality, there's no remorse in their heart. It's all about revenge. And the reason I say also that this is a revenge hoover is because their intention when they left you was to hurt you. Like, they didn't just want to leave you. Most people, when the relationship's not working out or they find someone else, they just leave, or they just end the relationship and leave. But with the narcissist, they want to really hurt you and destroy you. So when they didn't destroy you or they weren't able to see the destruction, if they weren't able to see you cry and all these things and you just decided to, move on, cry in silence and things like that, the revenge hoover has more to do with them getting closure by knowing that you're still sad or knowing that the way they discarded you did affect you, because they might think maybe it didn't affect you. Maybe the discard didn't affect you the way that I believe it did. So they come back around trying to make sure that they are hurting you or you're still hurting, or they're simply bored with the new supply and, they're seeking revenge from what's going on over there, and they're turning it around and they're putting it on you. They're putting it on you for not dealing with their abuse. What you will also see during the revenge hoover is that when you bring up anything that, hurt you, they'll make it seem as if you deserved what happened to you. So if you went through an illness and they weren't there for you, they'll make it seem as if, it's not my fault you got sick. a lot of people get sick. It's common for people to get sick, and this could be something that you could have died. And to them, it's like, well, a lot of people get it, so it's like there's no empathy there. There's no empathy for your situation because they feel like other people experience those things. Or, yeah, I cheated on you, but cheating happens all the time, so this is why I say it's the revenge Hoover, because, this person is willing to love bomb you. They're willing to, be that nice person that you always wanted them to be. They're willing to do nice things for you that you've never seen them do before. And sometimes it's even kind of disrespectful because that revenge Hoover, it's so disrespectful because they will do things for you that you always wanted, So this will imply to you that the narcissist always knew that these were the things that you wanted. So just by knowing that during that revenge Hoover, just by knowing that this person's acting different or, giving you what you want, that's going to raise a red flag during that revenge Hoover. You're going to feel your instincts tell you something is wrong. Your instincts are going to tell you, like, don't accept the gifts, don't accept the presents, don't believe their stories. During that revenge Hoover, what they will do is that, like I said, they will apologize for what they've done, or sometimes they won't even apologize. Sometimes it will seem like they're apologetic because they're trying to get in contact with you, and maybe they don't know how, or you're making it difficult for them to get in contact with you. And what that's going to do, it's going to make that revenge Hoover, become even more exciting to them. And, they'll contact you. They won't stop until finally they can reach out to you, because to them, it's like, okay, you're playing a game. Watch and see how I'm going to destroy your little game that you're playing. So what they will do is that they will continue to Hoover you every couple of weeks or every couple of months until you finally open that door to them for a conversation. Maybe you feel like you need closure. And one thing about closure, I feel like closure is something you should give to yourself. You should be able to close the door knowing someone is not good for you, knowing that every time this person pretends to be nice, it's not real, So the closure that sometimes you want, you'll give this person the opportunity to explain themselves or to, defend their case, even though there's nothing to defend because they did what they did and they never came back for you. They never apologized. They, if anything, it was humorous to them what they did to you. So, when you give this person the opportunity to talk, the narcissists, they're so vindictive, so blasphemous, so just diabolical that the moment you open that door to them, they'll lie. They'll tell you, they'll change the story about how they discarded you or what led you to discard them, So if you had to discard them and you're explaining to them, I had to leave because you were acting like this, or you got violent, or you did this, they're kind of like, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was that violent. Like, their apologies are half apologies. That's part of the revenge Hoover, that you guys need to pay attention to, is the half apologies. I don't even remember doing that. They play really, really stupid with you, and it's believable. You can easily believe someone if they keep repeating something to you. So pay attention to them being very repetitive on a lie. So say you get a red flag and something tells you, like, there's no way this narcissist didn't know, like they knew. And you tell them something and your inner self is it's rejecting their lie. It's rejecting their lie because your inner self feels their energy, and their energy is screaming revenge. Your body, your instincts are kind of like understanding that this person is seeking some type of revenge. And, you'll keep trying to clarify things to them, and they'll just keep denying it, and they'll keep having their own version of what happened. And what you will see is that they will keep repeating it over and over again. And because you are not understanding why they're not remembering what really happened, you know you're frustrated, and then they start to act like they're the ones who are frustrated, and they're like, you just want to argue, you just want to fight. But so they move into the relationship very quickly, trying to deceive you. They even ignore the fact that they played you, and they try to jump right into bed with you. Like, they start trying to kiss you, and they want to ignore everything and take supply from you for free. They want to take from you for free, don't want to give anything back, don't want to give you what you want, what they promise. They don't want you to live a happily, life. They want to deceive you through sex. Another reason why they deceive you through sex is because they feel like, if I just keep having sex with you over and over again, by the time you realize that I played you, because I'm gonna act like who I've always been right away. So by the time they act like how they always acted, except you're getting a worse version of them because now they came back as someone else, to them it's like, as long as I can keep having sex with you, by the time you realize that I fooled you, you're going to feel like, well, I already had sex with him, or you're going to be in such a fog with the sex that you're just going to forget about the argument. You're going to forget about what happened. You're going to forget about how they discarded you, how they played you, how they cheated, how they lied, how they stole. You're going to forget all those things because you're so trapped into the sex. But when you know who you are, and sex doesn't mean anything to you anymore, especially when you know what type of monster you're dealing with, you realize that that's a tool that they use to get back to you, in order to keep using you, so they use sex. They try to have sex with you as much as they can, you'll see them, they won't even use protection. And then later on, all of a sudden they're using protection. All of a sudden they're careful because it was all a con. And make it seem as if you have something to prove to them, and that's how they flip it around on you, especially if you don't have proof. If you don't have proof and they just keep repeating the lie, eventually you're going to believe the lie and not the truth. But if you have the truth, the truth, you've seen the truth, it's going to be frustrating for you. And by it being frustrated for you, it's going to be frustrating for them, because to them it's like, why can't you just believe anything I tell you? You should just believe whatever I tell you. That's their attitude. And that's part of the revenge Hoover, because they want to gain trust right away just to hurt you again. To them, it's like, well, you shouldn't have trusted me. By the time I expose myself, that's what I'm going to tell you, that you shouldn't have trusted me. So this is why they don't want to change the way they think. They rather lie to you or act like they don't remember what happened. But they remember to give you flowers. They remember to give you all of the things you always wanted, right? So there's something that they're doing, and that's with the narcissist. A lot of them, especially the narcissists that I dealt with, they have really good memory. They know what they're doing. You think to yourself, maybe they don't have good memory, maybe they forget what they say. Yeah, I do believe they do forget certain things to a certain extent, but they remember how they made you feel. They remember that part. The narcissist is looking at you like, look at you. You rather want me to give you a fake story and act like I'm apologetic than really understand the reality of what just happened. You rather believe my lie that I keep repeating to you than believing your own truth and experience. And to them, while they're seeking revenge, they're looking at that like, wow, you're falling for it. Wow, you're forgiving me. Wow, you're allowing me back in. And it becomes a revenge Hoover, because they're thinking to themselves, wow, if you allowed me in, now I'm in a position where I can finally get you back for what you did to me. And you might be thinking to yourself, why would the narcissist act like I did something to them? They're the ones who lied, cheated, stole. Why would they, want to hurt me even more, especially if you've been with them for years. You're wondering, why would this person want to abuse me further? They know they've broken me down in so many different ways. And to think that someone would go through all this trouble for control, just for control, right? Control is powerful. You can get a lot with control, because if you're controlling someone and you're not attached to them, you're getting the benefits of that person without feeling any attachment connection to them. And the control that narcissists have over people, even when you're not in a relationship with them, they won't leave you alone. They won't start, they'll come after you with revenge. If you defend yourself, they won't let it go. They'll come back. They'll strike back. And these are some of these people claim to be Christians, right? They claim to be good people. They do something to you. You say something back to them. You're thinking, this person's a Christian. They're not going to say anything to me. Next thing you know, you have a notice on your door and they're taking you to court. These people don't stop. This could be a coworker. This could be your boss. This could be a stranger. A stranger that wants control over you and you don't even know them. They want you to do things their way and you don't even know them. It's not that the tone of voice is very authoritative. They won't leave you alone. So even with relationships, they know they wronged you and they still want that control, that supply from you. That's how demonic it is. So I think that us as empaths, what we forget is that when we go through something or we're experiencing something, we take time for ourselves. We take time to think things through. We take time to analyze ourselves, the situation, how we got there, and we find clarity. But narcissists don't sleep, you guys. They're constantly chasing, revengeful, constantly hoovering people, constantly doing things. So in your mind, it's hard for you to connect that this person is here for revenge because you've been standing still. They haven't. You want to believe that the narcissist wasn't doing anything, but that's not the reality. They want to use you as an object whenever they feel like it. They want you to be available for them whenever you feel, almost like a robot. They want you to give them whatever they want and have access to you whenever they want. And even if they know that at the time they were trying to discard you, or they needed to discard you because they didn't want to be caught, or maybe they wanted to be caught and they realized they made a bad choice, that they should have never exposed so much of the truth to you, because now it's very difficult to get you back through the Hoover, right? Because now they feel like, I have to put in more work during this Hoover. Sometimes the narcissist, what you will notice on the revenge Hoover is that no matter how much time passes by, they're planning on coming back for revenge. The revenge Hoover is that Hoover you think you're not going to get, that Hoover that you're like, it ended on bad terms, I'm never going to hear back from them. If they come back, it's revenge. So to them, so you have to think about it. When someone is thinking about seeking revenge on you, they're not going to do it right away because they're going to know it's them, right? So to them, it's, let me get you back later, because when I come back later, it's not going to seem like I'm coming for revenge. It's going to seem like we haven't spoken in some time, So the narcissist is seeking revenge on you, and this is why they, let time pass by, So it's sick. It's a sick thing to think about, that someone would come and act apologetic and they're seeking revenge and you didn't do anything to them. But that's how narcissists work, because in their eyes, you did something to them. You didn't listen. The narcissist is a thief and a liar. So when they're with you, they're stealing from you. They're stealing and chipping at your spirit. And when they come back, they know that they robbed you out of something. You know, it's like they stole from you and they're pretending like they didn't steal from you. And when they come back, they're like, I'm not the reason you're so unhappy. I'm not the reason that you fell on hard times. So to them, the revenge Hoover, it's more about, you know, it's just more about like, I stole from you and I need to steal from you again. I need energy. I need more of your energy. I gave you time to heal a little bit. You're not expecting me to come back, which is even better for me because I didn't give you closure. So if you're willing to accept me back, I can continue stealing from you without you realizing what I'm stealing from you, because it seems like it's a mutual relationship, but in reality, it's I'm taking from you, and it's revengeful. It's revengeful because they believe that at some point you're going to wake up and know that they're a narcissist and that they stole something from you and that they ruined your life or they put you through hard times. You're going to realize those things and they feel like you're going to seek revenge. So they come back for a revenge Hoover. They're trying to deplete you of your energy so you have no energy to give. You know, they're trying to numb you from your emotions, from reacting to who they are. Another part of the revenge Hoover is that to them, it's like, look, I'm coming to take energy from you and I'm going to throw it at your face because I'm going to do something really disrespectful. I'm going to throw this new supply at you this time. I don't even care if I get caught. I don't care if you find out about them. I don't care if they find out about you, because it's just going to entangle them, to give me control over them so that I won't do this to them again. So to them, it's like, you know, I'm seeking revenge on you because I'm afraid you're going to seek revenge on me. I'm going to abuse you so that if you try to do something to me, I already found a weapon to hurt you, which is, bring your worst fear to life. And if you try to do anything or retaliate or expose me, you know that I'm capable of doing something worse. So the narcissist always has this thing about them where they're like, I'll always do something worse to you. You know, I'm the type of person that will never change and I will never stop. And that revenge in them just, it won't quit. It won't stop. They basically just feel like I'm God, I'm in power, I'm in control, and I know that people are after me and I'm going to take as much light as I can from anyone whenever I want. So to them, every time they come to you, they feel like that you deserve it. If you're willing to not understand that they are empty. So they look at you like, can't you see that I'm empty? And if you can't see it, they're just, it's humor to them. The narcissist just looks at people like supply. It's just energy supply. And if you don't give it to them whenever they want, they're seeking revenge on you. And that's just all there is to it. There's no why they're seeking revenge on you. It's simply because you allowed them to touch your light and now you're not allowing them to do so anymore. You're not allowing them to. That's the revenge. They don't care what they did to you. They feel like you should accept it. They just wanted an opportunity to talk to you, and then everything changes. It's like they don't really want to put the effort because they feel like, okay, you gave me the opportunity to talk. You gave me the opportunity to talk to you. That gives me enough fuel for me to, go back to what I was doing, because to them it's like, just by talking to you, you open that door up. I know you might not allow me to come see you, but you will eventually. So the revenge Hoover, to them, it's a process. But what you will notice is that they won't admit to what they did to you. And if they do admit to what they did to you, it comes with an excuse. It literally comes with an excuse of why they did it. Although, You know that this is their character. You know that they've done this plenty of times, but they'll almost make it seem like it's the first time they ever did anything disrespectful towards you. They'll make it seem as if what they did to you, as big as it was, as nasty as it got, they'll almost make it seem like it wasn't that bad. Like it was something minor, and they're kind of like, if you're not going to take the Hoover back, then it's fine. I'll let you live your life. It was nice talking to you. And to them, it's like they know that they're triggering you just by talking to you. They know that they're triggering you. They know that just by having a conversation with you, they know if you moved on or if you haven't moved on. And to them, they almost get a satisfaction in just denying your truth and denying your reality. And by doing so, you know, they know that you're going to have doubt or self-doubt. And that's really what they want. They want you to think about, you know, what they did or what they said. They want those thoughts to linger in your mind. They want you to be confused, but there's no confusion. You're dealing with an energy vampire. There's no confusion. They want you to think about everything but what they are. So when they hoover you, it's almost like a disrespect, because when they hoover you, they'll even repeat the same things they've said to you in the past. So if in the past, you told the narcissist that certain things about your pain or what you want, you would notice that when they hoover you for revenge, that they will project the things that you've said to them back onto you. They'll say things that you'll say, that sounds like me, or they'll bring up things, they'll bring up the same scenario that they gave you in the past. So say in the past they told you, oh, my aunt died. All of a sudden they tell you again that someone else died, or something, another like crazy event story. And it almost starts to feel like, why does it seem like the same thing keeps happening? Or they tell you, I just got a promotion at my job. And you're thinking to yourself, I thought you got a promotion last time. And then you start to question, like, are you even working? You start questioning everything, because it seems like they're always lying. So it just becomes a thing where you start to see that they're giving you little signs that they know what they're doing, that they're bullying you, that they're antagonizing you. They're basically letting you know, this is who I am, this is what I do, and this has been my pattern, and I'm waiting for you to figure it out. The narcissist will even start, dropping names and telling stories and repeating stories, and, making it seem like something just happened, but you've heard this story before and they forgot that they even told you, or it seems like they forgot, but they're really testing you out, and then they're playing dumb when you expose them. They play like they really forgot, and all of that is a game. Every single move that they're making, it's a game. When they're playing stupid, it's all a game. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. It's not real. It's fake. This is not a real person. Every time they come to you, they come to you as a different person. If you look at them, there's something changed. This person's on survival mode. They're willing to do anything to survive. They're willing to come to you, even if they feel like you should be the one seeking revenge. They're coming to you in a revengeful way, like a bully. They'll sit there and they'll analyze you, and they'll tell you a story about someone else. And it seems like they're really trying to talk about you. They're trying to speak about you. Growing up, my grandmother used to actually talk about people. When she had information about them, she would make up a story about someone else, and you will start feeling attacked. Like, is this person talking about me? So, are they talking about my appearance or something about me? Or how do they know my personal life? Because the narcissist loves gossip. They live and thrive on gossip. seeking revenge on you, it's not just about revenge on you, but it's about having a story to tell to others. So do not ignore that because you're afraid to be alone, So that's my message for you guys. I know it was kind of long, but I really wanted you guys to understand what the Revenge Hoover is about. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, lots of light, and lots of peace. If you guys are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe to this podcast so you guys can hear more information to help you during your healing and your understanding on narcissism. So, I'm sending you guys lots of love. Share this video, like it, you guys. Like this video, leave your comments down below, and I will talk to you guys on the next podcast. Love you guys. Bye.